Well, hello everyone, I'm Dr. Stock and this video is for entertainment purposes only. Today we're checking in with the crypto markets. We're looking at Bitcoin and then we're also looking at altcoins. So Ethereum, Solana, Polkadot, Cardano, and Polygon. There you go, that's all of them. It's really hard to remember extemporaneously like that, but hey, you know what? I got it. So I do want to talk about the price action that we see, where I see the price action going from here, and when the heck are they going to move? How high are they going to move? I'm going to talk about each of those things in this video, so stick around and let's get ready to rock. Welcome back. For those of you who are interested, down in the description is a link to my Patreon. You can click that and head on over there, and you can check out my weekly newsletter, weekly watch list of stocks, also my portfolios that are over there as well. And not to mention, probably the best part is the Discord with the community of investors over there. They're positive people who are passionate about investing. So if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, we'd absolutely love to have you as part of the community. Come on over and join us. Moo and Weeble, sign up, deposit your money, and get your free stocks. Those referral links are also found down in the description. I get free stocks for that referral, so thank you for that support that you show. And then finally, a nice free way to show your support is to hit that like button. Cover up your eyes and mash around so you find it. It might be a little bit of a way to gamify this, a little bit of a way to make it fun. There's also that subscribe button that you might stumble upon, and then finally that notification bell. If you give it a ring, you'll see any time that my videos come out. With that said, let's move right on to the cryptos. All right, so we're looking at Bitcoin right now, and in its recent price action, you can see we're pushing around $57,000 per Bitcoin. So that's pretty darn awesome. We're not quite at that 58,000 mark, but we're getting closer to it all the time, and we really are on that next bullish run. So you can see from that most recent sell-off that we had, we went low, we down to about $40,000 per Bitcoin, and then from then we've made quite a rally. So we had a little bit of a push, and then we paused right here, and I said that we could get another extended run. It happened, so that was nice that that worked out. And then finally putting us up here around that 57, 58,000, which puts us almost at this peak that we have over here, where we actually did go up above 58,000. And you can see there's a little bit of profit taking before that next run up. Now, when you look before, you can see in the RSI some of these overbought situations that we had, and we also had some bearish divergence taking place, signaling that it was getting time to sell. So far, we don't have that happening in this most recent run-up. We haven't seen that much play out yet to see how it could go. We want to see this part of the RSI push a little bit higher yet to show us that we're still on that run. If it does pull back, if we stay on these higher lows for the RSI, especially if we stay up above 50, then we know that we're still seeing that bullish action take place. So from here, I think that we could push on to that $60,000 mark, and that's because we are seeing less Bitcoin available on the exchanges, which means that there's less intention to sell, which can be a very good thing for us. And we can see evidence of that. Benzinga does bring it, and they also referred to Glassnode data. So if you have a membership to Glassnode, you can go over there, check it out, and see that there are less Bitcoin held on cryptocurrency exchanges. And we're at a 3-year low right now. So this could be an incredible opportunity, incredible move for Bitcoin. It could be that Q4 moment that we've been waiting for in this crypto rally to see that take place. So with Bitcoin, I think that we will push through from here, and I think that we're going to see something close to that 60,000 before we start to see some profit taking come off of that, see a little bit of weakness come back into its price. Maybe not tagging all the way down to 40,000, but maybe we tag back around that 50,000 or high $40,000 mark. Somewhere maybe like 48,000 would be as far as we would pull back from that $60,000 mark. So that's about a 20% drop, but it's crypto, and we've definitely seen it before. It can totally happen again for us. I don't know that we'll ever see these prices again where we're down below 30,000. So that's something to watch out for Bitcoin. And if you follow the stock to flow model, seeing that 85,000, there's some bullish cases coming out for about 100,000 for the end of Q4 2021 for Bitcoin. So for me, the 85,000 I think is still very attainable for us if we continue to see a lot of purchasing in Bitcoin, especially from the institutional side of things, and holding on to that Bitcoin and not dumping it back on the markets is going to be something that, as we see it move off exchanges, can continue that bullish run that we're currently on. So those are my thoughts on Bitcoin. Moving on from there onto Ethereum. Now Ethereum, I've talked for a while now about this channel that I believe that we're in all the way back from these lows, and it really does help if I put the drawing tools on here. So we'll grab a trend line and put it right across these lows, There we go. I think that right now we're about as low with Ethereum as we're going to see it take place. And I did say a channel, so we need something across the top of these as well. So we'll put that up there. And you can see we did fall a little bit short of meeting this. Now, you can draw a third line on here. Maybe you could argue that it's actually a little bit above. And if I take the average of these, maybe just a little bit higher up above that. There we go. We'll just drag that up a little. So maybe right about there-ish. And you can see we did fall short more recently, but with Bitcoin's strong price action that we have right now, it does tend to draw some attention away from the altcoins, and Ethereum is the king of all altcoins. As we watch that take place, it really, to me, has that functionality and that interoperability to it, and there's more adoption to it all the time. The fact that so many different cryptos work on Ethereum compatibility or bridging over to Ethereum are things that we absolutely want to keep an eye on Ethereum for. It is the one that of which I'm most bullish, and I think that when we hear about the merge news between the mainnet and the beacon chain, that's going to be a big moment for us, and that's going to be Ethereum's time to shine. In the meantime, let me bring this back down to the more recent upward movement that we have right in here in this channel. The fact that we did fall short of it, I think, like I said, I think Bitcoin's stealing some of the attention, and I think Ethereum is holding back on that next big catalyst in Ethereum 2.0 to move us forward from there. And after that, the next big one is sharding itself to bring on the scalability with sharding of the beacon chain. So to bring along a lot more transactions per second, make it much more competitive with some of the newer, more nimble blockchains that we have out there. So definitely bullish on Ethereum, absolutely love where it's going, and I think that, you know, it's a matter of resting from where we're at right now. If we do zoom out a little bit more, we do see, you know, higher lows overall, and we also see higher highs overall. I think it's only a matter of time. As a matter of fact, we might even be seeing a slight upwardly biased bullish wedge pattern going on here. So not quite a symmetric triangle, but one that would be more to the upside of this before we really start to break out to the upside. And I think end of 2021, seeing $5,000 per ETH, especially if we get that news for the merge between the mainnet and the beacon chain, I think that's a big one that the Ethereum investors are waiting on. Give Bitcoin its moment in the spotlight, and I think then it's time for the altcoins. Once we see some weakness come into Bitcoin, that the altcoins really start to move. So from there, taking a look at what we have for Cardano, Cardano also has a really decent looking chart to it. It sort of has that same sort of channel look to it that we had with Ethereum. And this is one I think is a little bit younger. I think it's going to be a little bit more slow and steady. However, I think that we could be in that 3 to 5 zone, for example, for Cardano from where we're at right now. Let me adjust that a little bit, and then we'll move it up just a little bit. There we go. So you can see we also have some weak price action moving on for Cardano as well. It's dropping back around near $2 per ADA token. But if you look across these lows, we are trending upward across these lows, and we have a lot of buyers that come in right around that $2 mark, and the fact that we're down near that $2 mark is excellent for finding entry points for Cardano. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only, but it is another one that I hold a long position in, and I think that Cardano is really going to do well for us over time. So moving on from there on to Polkadot, this one, the parachain slot auctions are absolutely where your attention should be focused, because we get high amounts of transactions per second through the relay chain, which is like the main net for Polkadot. And then also as those parachain slot auctions go live, they're going to bring in a lot of interoperability to the crypto space that is missing in some areas. So when you look at this, the fact that we haven't put in new all-time highs, I think that we're going to see $40 at least in the very near future for Polkadot, especially Q3 is when we were supposed to see more of those about those parachain slot auctions, but now it's been pushed back to at least Q4, and now we're in Q4 because Q3 has passed, and I don't think that we're going to have delays that push us into Q1 of 2022. And when those parachain slot auctions do hit and we start to, that price action should be factored in here, and it should take us up to the low to mid 40s at the very least, possibly even pushing us up into new all-time highs. So that's definitely something to watch out for Polkadot. Moving on to Solana, and this one has probably one of the most the prettiest charts that I've seen. And you know, we really have a lot of downward pressure here, but a lot of upward pressure coming in. So we have the bears making their stand, we have the bulls making their stand, and I think that is going to come to a head where we're going to break to the upside very soon. As the next time that we get an altcoin rally moving in, I think we're going to see Solana take off. So just keep an eye on this. Here, I'll draw in a couple lines for you, so maybe about there. There we go. And then just draw one in right here real quick. There we are. So a break above this top line could send us up further, and then a break down below this bottom line could send us down lower. We do have lower highs, lower highs, higher lows coming in, and I think that, it's a matter of who wins this fight, and I think that it's going to be the bulls that win this fight, and that's why I'm bringing it to you in this video. Last one that I have for you is Polkadot, and we check out Polkadot. This one has pretty much been either in a really big wedge pattern that's been developing. So if we go from this all-time high down this way, there we go, and then from here, I believe we go from this low spot that we have right there. Maybe bring this up to this other low. I think that we're getting some really decent price action here. There we are. So this one for MATIC and Polygon, absolutely for the MATIC token, I think that there's going to be a lot of demand. I think it's going to push up higher, and I think it's only a matter of time till this breaks to the upside. It's not necessarily as pretty as I think Solana is. I think Solana is going to have a really big and noticeable break in the near future. However, I also see new all-time highs coming in for MATIC. So Solana I didn't mention. I should mention I think 250 is within sight before the end of 2021. And for the MATIC token, I think that we're going to break into new all-time highs, breaking back up above that 260-ish mark from what we had all the way going back to, it looks like May is when we had that time. So I think that we could easily see that come back, see strength in that Polygon network, in the price for its MATIC token prior to the end of 2021, and we just need to wait for that next altcoin rally to hit us, and I think that the sky is the limit on a lot of these. And so Bitcoin, it's running, and if you bought in now, if you're somebody who's going to trade it, it's something that, that run might not have a lot of gas left in it before it pulls back a little bit. However, for a long-term investor in it, that's something where you could still have some significant upside. I think you can find better multiples in some of these altcoins that are out. So let me summarize. Bitcoin, I could see it coming back up to that $60,000 mark sometime soon before sellers start coming in and really putting a little bit of downward pressure on what we have, but I think that that'll be temporary and it could pass for us. If we do get a significant pullback, I think 50 to just under 50,000, maybe down to that $48,000 mark could be where we see that really pull back. Ethereum, I think that right now Bitcoin has its moment. I think altcoins in general are going to follow it, but I think that there's going to be a little bit of time for that rotation to take place. When the value is out of Bitcoin, then we'll be looking for that value to come out of the altcoins. So Ethereum, I'm still sticking to my guns that I think that we could easily see $5,000 per Ether token by the end of 2021. And then we also have, let me see, Cardano is the next one that I talked about, $3 per ADA token. Watch what we have for DeFi and watch what we have for NFTs and crypto gaming, all the development that we have taking place on Cardano. That's where we're really going to find out how that price action is going to play out over time. Polkadot with its parachain slot auctions, those are really where we're going to see that sort of strength come out of its DOT token price as well. So absolutely, if you like Polkadot, that's exactly where your attention should go, because that's where the price action is going to come from. And then finally, Polygon. Polygon has a lot of demand from a lot of big players, and I really think that we're not just yet seeing that price action that has yet to come out of Polygon, but I think that its day is coming, and I think it's going to happen within the next few weeks to within the next few months. So thank you guys for watching this. I really appreciate the time that you give me, and I really hope that you take some of these things into consideration. You do your own research, due diligence, and make some decisions on whatever it is that you want to do. So if you want to interact more with me, or if you want to see more of what I have to offer, and down in the description, check out that link to the Patreon. Also down there, Moo, Weeble, sign up, deposit your money, get your free stocks, and thank you for the free stocks. And then let me see, like button, eyes wide open this time, and deliberately press it. Subscription button and notification bell, go ahead and ring that thing so you can see anytime that my videos come out. Remember, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research and due diligence. Contact a financial advisor before making any financial decisions. I'm Dr. Stock. Thanks for rocking with me. Now go get that money.